Okay, look at Ibadan, Lagos-Ibadan Express. Ordinary 120 kilometers. Oh, it's so appalling.
But
normally, such a road will not take more than 1 or 2 years in Europe to complete. And we are spending about 23 years to complete 120 kilometers. If we want to do 500 kilometers, we will spend 100 years. I mean, it's unbelievable. But you need a government that will stand its ground. That will stand its ground. Such a thing cannot happen with Asiwaju. If he wants to do something, he gets it done. If a party, 4 years ago, the PDP could not win the election 4 years ago, now in 2023, they are splitted into 4 fractions. And somebody is expecting one of the fractions to win. That person must have problem with his or her brain. Asiwaju says to fight corruption, make the people comfortable. Don't give them reason to steal. You want to build a house, you can take a loan. We do it in Europe, we do it in America. We don't have the money, we take loan, we buy house, we build house, and we pay mortgage every month. You will start paying the money back. You want to buy a new car, you don't even need to buy a second-hand car. A new car, just take a mortgage. Buy it, hire purchase. And you can pay it 10, 20 years that you don't feel it. Instrumentally. They just ask you to be paying like 2,000 naira every month for the next 20 years. So you don't have cost to steal. See where Tinubu is coming from. Look at the approach of Tinubu. Look at the approach of Buhari. One is so sensible. The other one is just punitive.
Sensibility and punitivity.
Yes. Both should work together. But not only punitive, because we know our people, it doesn't put them off.
It doesn't put them off.
It doesn't put them off.
Corruption is
but
like a
if
culture.
you put both, make life easy for people, then those who still choose to steal, punish them.
Avarice, greed.
Yes. Punish them. So the guy is too much. To me, no politicians ever thought that way. In Nigeria, at least that we know, we heard of. No politician. Because they don't have what it takes. They don't have the vision. They don't have the brain to think like Asiwaju is thinking. Unfortunately, it has nothing to do with age. It has not. They said, "Oh, the man is frail." That's how we were told. There's one skit going on the social media. I will come back to that. They said the man is frail, so we'll know Asiwaju is good, but we are afraid he might die. That's how they said Buhari will not complete 8 years in Aso Rock. That Buhari will die. And Buhari did not die. When they saw that Buhari was not dying, they said now, hey, what do you call this one? They brought somebody else to represent him. The brim of Niger, of Sudan. That is so interesting. One of these fake prophets on social media now said, don't you see Asiwaju since he came back from London? Asiwaju is now a little bit fat.
Yes.
They have replaced him. It's not the same Asiwaju that went to London. It's another person. They are now selling to us as Asiwaju. All these fake news will come up. People should just discountenance them. They are fake news. There's no jibin. It is the same. It got good medical attention and it's looking good. And it's going to, after 8 years, it's going to go and rest in Daura. And even he said, if they trouble him too much in Daura, he will leave Daura and go to somewhere else where they don't know, nobody knows him. Yeah, go to Niger or whatever and go and rest. So that is the thing. The prayer we should just, God should just use, we should be praying that God should use Asiwaju for us marvelously and turn things around in this country. Turn the country around so much that we can be proud to be in Nigeria. This is somebody, after leaving governance in Lagos State, has never been a candidate anywhere for any position. Obi and Atiku, they have been serial candidates. So this man came for the first time after he left governance in Lagos State to become a candidate, and he won again. That's a new thing. If Obi had won, it's not new. It was 4 years ago, the vice presidential, or 8 years ago rather,
yes,
the vice presidential candidate to Atiku. So what's new about it? It's just like any other person who failed and tried again, just like Buhari. After he tried 4 times, he got what he wanted. Okay, look at Ibadan. Lagos-Ibadan Express. Ordinary 120 kilometers. Oh, it's so appalling. Is this Buhari administration, even they wanted to complete it by April, they couldn't because of different, weather and all the rest of them. Obasanjọ did it for 8 years. He started it, he couldn't complete it. The next one came, he couldn't complete it. Yaradua came, Jonathan. No, that is a sorry state. Normally, such a road will not take more than 1 or 2 years in Europe to complete. And we are spending about 23 years to complete 120 kilometers. If we want to do 500 kilometers, we will spend 100 years. I mean, it's unbelievable. These politicians are taking us for a ride. They lack vision. You want to do something, you budget for it, you spend the money there. There was a time I was reading the newspapers that this Buhari government wanted to complete this road. Yes. Earlier, they budgeted money for it. When it got to Parliament, the Parliament said, no, Lagos-Ibadan is not the only road in the country. They half the budget. That the other half should be spent in other. Because once you have the budget, you are prolonging the completion of the project. But you need a government that will stand its ground. Such a thing cannot happen with Asiwaju. If he wants to do something, he gets it done. I think it's Asiwaju and Atiku. That's good. Our man, Obi, did not score 25% in 24 states. He was short. Very short of scoring 25% in 24. And this is in the history of Nigeria. This is the first time somebody who came third is claiming to have won the election. It's so embarrassing and so funny. We can laugh about it. Let me give you a very sound argument. We have a saying, even the Bible also backs it up. United, we are strong. Divided, we fall. If a party 4 years ago, the PDP could not win the election 4 years ago, now in 2023, they are splitted into 4 fractions. And somebody is expecting one of the fractions to win. That person must have problem with his or her brain. Because PDP was divided into 4. PDP, LP, they are all PDP before, G5, and Kwakwaso, NNPP. They were all in the PDP. If they had remained, I'm telling you the gospel truth, they would have won the election. Actually, would have not had any chance if the 4 of them had remained together. G5, NNPP, Labour Party, and PDP. Go and add up their votes. You will see the difference. The difference is so massive. But they will never, because of their self-centeredness, they will never agree. They are talking about elections now. The best election, they are saying, because they are so disappointed they didn't win, they are now discountenancing it. This is the best. It could still be better. I'm not saying it's not. We can still make it better than this. But this is the best election in Nigeria. I won't tell you the name. One of the head of state, Nigeria, we were with him. I was not alone. All head of churches. We were just about 8 head of churches in Nigeria. We were with him in his office. And he told us how election, during his own government, was conducted and was announced. He told us that what they did was just by the police commissioner of the state and by the INEC commissioner of the state. They will write the election result they want in their own house and give it to the INEC to announce. Was that possible in this last election?
Almost impossible, sir.
Totally impossible. It's totally impossible. So that's what happened in the past. What did eto-ọrọ did with good intention, but as a bad policy that affected the economy of Nigeria, that ruined. It's not only just affecting, it ruined the economy of Nigeria. It is called, or it was called then, Nigerianization policy.
Nigerianization
policy. Any Nigerian that hear it that time, I don't know whether...
I think Idi Amin tried this in Kampala.
I don't know whether I was happy, but I know the newspaper, editorial, commentaries, many Nigerians were happy. What is Nigerianization policy? It means any company in Nigeria Nigerians must have 51%. The owner of the company must be a minority shareholder, cannot have more than 49%. That was when Volkswagen left Nigeria. That was when IBM, International Business Machine of America, left Nigeria. That was when many countries. How can I have a company in Nigeria and I will be a minority shareholder? And it was this Nigerianization policy that caused it. And he didn't care. Now when he came back as a politician, head of state, as president, 1999, they don't believe him. He wanted to reverse it. The damage that he caused on Nigeria.
I'm not sure.
But all these foreign companies did not believe him again. They don't trust him. And they didn't come back. The beginning, the person that ruined the economy of this country is Ọbasanjọ, with good intention, but bad policy. But how can you own a company? Yeah. You own a company in a country and you will be a minority shareholder, and other people will be running your own company. It's not done anywhere. It's not done. It's unhuman. It's totally unhuman. That is what ruined the economy of this country. Nigeria would have been so far if those companies, we were having Volkswagen, we were having Peugeot in the north, Volkswagen in Lagos, other companies like Volvo wanted to come in. All those who wanted to come in, they just stayed away. God, they were just thanking their God that, we would have been there and it would have affected us. Because they would have spent a lot of money to start the company and all these things. When you are going, you cannot take, you can just take few things away with you. Your land, your whatever, your houses, your factories, we still stay there. You'll be looking for somebody to buy it at peanuts. And when they know you are going, they will be offering you bad money. That is what destroyed the economy of this country. Jesus Christ. It was Ọbasanjọ with advice that was given to him. So that is where now Tinubu comes in. Tinubu is more intelligent than all these most politicians in Nigeria. Yes, people can also give him bad advice, but he's intelligent enough and is well exposed than all of them because he lived in America, he studied in America. Chicago State University, that's where he studied. Yeah. And he came with first class in accounting. So he can take any advice, weigh it on his own experience and exposure, whether it should be taken or not taken. Those are the type of things former president, former head of state do not have. And I'm sure that with Tinubu has enough money that is not interested in what he can gain materially. It is the vision he wants to realize. During my time, this and this and this were done in Nigeria.